I'm not gonna lie, this matchup is an interesting one. I honestly don't know whose side to take. I've heard some crazy things about Zeno, especially about some of his abilities he could have. Of course, I watched an anime, so I know what he can do in there, but I'm mostly not sure because Zeno is the strongest being in Dragon Ball Super. We haven't been shown much of his power except him destroying universes and toying with multiverses. He's one of those special cases in anime where they don't show us how strong the person is, but we know that they are extremely broken. This is like my Anos video, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it after this one. But for those who don't know who Zenos is, Zeno, or Zeni as Goku calls him, is the strongest being in Dragon Ball Super. The gods, destroyers, angels, Kai, and everything else is under him. Everyone kneels or trembles in fear just by hearing his name. He's the type of guy who, in order to solve his boredom, created a game which involved all the universes to fight in order to survive. If you lose the game, your universe will be totally erased. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but how would he fare against Rimuru? I'm not going to go too in depth about Rimuru's abilities, but if you want to know more about his abilities, I talk more about them in my other videos on my channel. One of the videos being my How Strong is Rimuru Part 2 video. From the anime and the light novel, we know that both Rimuru and Zeno can destroy multiverses, being a slight difference in how they destroy the universes. The difference being while Rimuru can destroy the multiverses, Rimuru can also recreate them. This was stated in the light novel or web novel, but technically this ability shouldn't work on each other because I don't believe that Zeno can be erased. If CO was able to come up with the ability to create and destroy universes and multiverses, CO can make a counter to prevent Rimuru from being erased too. I've been getting comments talking about some of Rimuru's abilities and how he practically can never die. So with that in mind, theoretically this ability would be totally useless against each other, which would nerf what we know about Zeno completely, seeing as the only ability we know that he has is completely gone. But let's say Zeno has the ability called Hakai. For those who don't know about it, Hakai is an ability used by the gods to destroy almost anything with little effort, even working on things that are intangible such as spirits, souls, and so on. The ability can even decimate an immortal being. This ability was used by Beerus to destroy Zamasu. The target it is used on will completely cease to exist. It can be used in various ways, such as holding one's palm out and extending both of their index and middle fingers before announcing the attack, though it can be used non-verbally. The end result is the target being engulfed by a destructive energy wave or simply disintegrating into an agonizing nothingness, becoming nothing but dust. If Zeno wielded this ability, everything would change. So how would this fare against Rimuru? Those who are more into the lore of Reincarnated as a slime and know the light novel and everything, you probably already know of like millions of ways that Rimuru can counter this. But how I imagine Rimuru fighting someone with this ability is CL analyzing the target, so Zeno, seeing this ability and creating an ability to counter it. Since we know Rimuru can infinitely create skills and combine previous skills to make new skills. I'd say Rimuru probably already has some ability that can deal with this ability. I just don't see Rimuru losing because of an ability like this. Don't get me wrong, this ability is super broken and no diffs pretty much all of anime. Most characters couldn't even dream of being close to surviving or countering this ability. I just think that with Rimuru's infinite scaling, Rimuru can come up with something to counter it, but let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as it truly helps, and I'll see you in the next one.